Tanya, Zion, give me a 7. Let me know you can hear me, please. Why is he still on my screen? I have something on my screen I want to get rid of. There you go. Wait, what? No. Green screen. I don't want that crap. What's up, family? All right. Colleen, you can hear me? Okay, good. Awesome. Give me a quick 7, you know what I'm saying? Talk to you guys for a few minutes real quick. Let me see. This thing is extremely bright. Let me see something. Too bright. Let me see. Bring it down. Yeah, bring it down a little bit. Oh, it's too bright. God damn. Took off my gum. What's going on? What's going on, family? Let's talk about the Fort Greene Park. Let's talk about Fort Greene Park. I haven't forgotten about the lion tiger dragon connection. The Lion of Judah, the Lion Judah, the Lion Judah. I haven't forgotten about that. I'm gonna record that video. It's not gonna be live because things I gotta show pictures. But Fort Greene Park in Brooklyn, check out the thumbnail picture, right? Check out the thumbnail picture. What do you see when you look at the thumbnail picture? Sue, what do you see on there? Jamie, tell me, look at the thumbnail picture. What do you see? What do you see from the pictures I posted on the community page? Do you see perhaps it looks like a pyramid? Could there have been a pyramid in Brooklyn? Ingrid, could there have been a pyramid in Brooklyn? Why is there 11,500 bodies, prisoners of war, buried in the heart of Brooklyn? Colin, thank you. Why is there 11,500 indigenous bodies? Appreciate you, Jimmy. Buried in the middle of the heart of Brooklyn, in the Star Spangled Banner. They talked about that. Okay? No escape shall satisfy the souls of the hirelings and the slaves. Okay? They came on your land. They don't want to live with you. They want to take the land from you, destroy and kill you, rewrite the history. Watch this. There's a pattern. There's a pattern, right? There's a pattern. We have Central Park, Prospect Park, Fort Greene Park. Redesigned by the same quote-unquote architect. Why did you have to redesign the place? So far, family, we have found the biggest tomb. Fort Greene is a tomb. Yes, Jacobite, the biggest tomb, the biggest mass grave site we have found thus far in Fort Greene Park. Think about it. There is something else. When you look at the old pictures that I posted, the park looks like a pyramid. The steps of the park, how it's the 3 steps, the 3 levels of steps that I walked upon were all green back in the day. In the early 1900s, it was all green. Now they changed everything into cement, concrete. Okay? There is also what's called a hangman's tree. Give me a 7, family. Let me know you plugged in. I'm not going to stay for long. I just want to touch on this real quick. Yes, we are the POW, Tori. Yes. Thank you, Heat. We are the POW. So they changed the verbiage. Talk about prisoners of war that were, okay, it's good they said prisoners of war, but patriotic soldiers that were held on British warships as prisoners of war. No. That's a hijack. That's not the total. See, they never counted on the fact that you're gonna run into this information today, because what happened is the people that knew this died. 1900, 1908, 1907. Those people are not alive right now. You know, they're not expecting for you to know this today. This is the reason why they took down the barriers that kept people away from the mounds. Right? The pillars that were there around the mounds, they took that away. I found out through Amayasha, my sister right there that just came through here, that she told me last night. These were the POWs. She told me last night. The POWs, Fort Greene Park, they had the POWs there, which leads to our people, right? She found that information. And then the Hangman's Tree. Family, they have trees all over the city where they used to hang our people. There's one in Washington Square Park. There's one in Washington Square Park in Manhattan. There's one in Central Park in Manhattan. There's one in Fort Greene Park. I'm gonna go back to that location at that tree. I'm gonna locate that tree. We're gonna do a live from the tree, the hanging or hangman's elm tree. We're gonna do a live from that tree. I'm gonna go with rum. I'm gonna go with candles, and I'm going to talk. I'm gonna talk to the dead, the deceased, the ones that were hung on the tree. And I'm gonna pour libation, and we're gonna let them. We're gonna wake them up. We're gonna wake them up. Let it do what it do. Let it do what it do. We're gonna pour the rum, pour the freaking libation for them, and we're gonna give some words, and we're gonna wake up the dead. The Most High told Jeremiah, go to the river Mumra, and wake up the son of Imram. Wake up, I am the ram, which we call Moses. Wake up, Moses. Tell Moses, the son of Imram, that his people need him. They have hanging trees, elm trees all over Brooklyn, all over Manhattan, and these trees are just there. Nobody knows the story of these trees, right? People sit under these trees, they eat their food, they picnic on a freaking tombs, they picnic all over the parks. These are not parks, these are tombstones. These are cemeteries. Every park in New York City is a cemetery. 11,500 prisoners of war. Your people, your ancestors. If you're from Brooklyn, if you're from the tri-state, I don't know what tribes were there. Maybe they were the Lenape. These are your peoples. These are your peoples. These are your peoples. You know what I mean? These are your peoples buried, being trampled upon. Every park in New York City. We're going to find that tree. I got to go back to that location. Not today. It's a little rainy today. But we're going to find that tree. And we're going to do a live under that tree. And look at the pictures I posted, family. It looks like Fort Greene Park was once a pyramid. Maybe I'm bugging out, but I know my eyes don't lie to me. I see what I see. I see what I see. Carlos, how you doing? Are you going or sentencing? What the hell does that mean? Is this the Carlos that I know? Or is this another Carlos? We woke now for sure. You know, we are waking up. We are awakening. The awakening process, you know, is on many levels. There are levels that we haven't tapped in yet. There are levels that we haven't tapped into yet, you know. Yeah, family. I like to find there are parts of Prospect Park that I haven't even showed you. There are other parts of Prospect Park that have chains under the trees. Like, they still have the chains that the people were tied up under these trees in Prospect Park. I'm telling you right now, I ran into them. Big, huge basins that they had in rotation, in succession. 1, 2, 3 massive basins that are no longer in use in Prospect Park. Mm-hmm. These were communities of people, just like the lakes were flooded, and the lakes like Lake Lanier and different lakes were flooded, and they built over or around that town, but under the lake is a town. Under these parks are dead bodies, 11,500 in Brooklyn. And let me tell you something. If they tell you it's 11,500, it's about 100,000. They be lying on the numbers. It's about 100,000. There's way more. It's a what do you call that? A massive grave. It's a grave. It's a grave site, and just dump bodies in it. There's a book that I have. You have this book too. It's called The American Holocaust. They show you in this book how they dug holes and they dump bodies in these books. They don't care how many people they're dumping in these holes. They don't count 11,499, 11,500. Get your ass out. They don't count that shit. They just dump as many people they want in there. We have what, 2,500 in Prospect Park, 11,500 in Fort Greene Park. How many dead bodies in Central Park? We didn't even count that yet. We didn't even, like a couple of years ago when I went to Central Park, we didn't even cover the fact that there's a cemetery in Prospect Park. How many dead bodies buried in Prospect Park? We know Central Park had a thriving community. Remember the video we did in Central Park? We know they had a thriving community. How many dead bodies of your ancestors are buried in Central Park? 11,500 buried in Fort Greene Park. In addition to the Hangman's Tree, the Elm Tree, Nightmare on Elm Street. Where do you think that came from? You found 20,000 bodies in Washington Square Park? Please send me that information, Makaya. Please send me that information. So now we have 20,000 bodies in Washington Square Park in Manhattan. This is where NYU University is. Pay attention. New York University, NYU University, which is a quote-unquote Ivy League school in New York. Washington Square Park is connected to NYU. They're on the same land. You mean to tell me for a second NYU is not built on top of those bodies, just like Yale University in Connecticut, in New Haven, Connecticut, is built on top of the tombstones? The church has the cemetery at the bottom of the church. There's a huge square at the university filled with bodies. Remember we did that video? We went to Yale University and we found the underground tunnels and cemeteries everywhere. What was the guy name? Abraham Lincoln tree that uprooted. Underneath the Abraham Lincoln tree was a bunch of dead bodies. What the man? I tell you, man, this country is crazy as hell. This thing is crazy as hell, man. When you go to these parks, family, I'm telling you right now, if you go to a big park, not a local little thing, like if you go to a big major park in a city, when you go there, just show respect to the land. Show respect to the people buried in that park. You walking on dead bodies. You walking on dead bodies, okay? Show respect. Show respect. Now, give a shout out to the people, the dearly departed people that are still buried on our land. It's ridiculous. Anyway, please go back to Fort Greene Park. I posted some picture, even the thumbnail picture. Put that picture right next to a pyramid in in South America. You will see the similarities. That place looked like an ancient, it was an old pyramid at one point. Okay, Mother Green Earth. It looks like it was a pyramid at one point. It looks like it was a pyramid at one point. Okay? And today, it's just a park. Quote unquote. 11,500 bodies in Fort Greene. 20,000 bodies in Washington Square Park, Manhattan. 2,500 tombstones in Prospect Park in Brooklyn. There's a pattern here. There's a pattern here. All these homes in this area, let me tell you, all these homes in this area right here, this is Eastern Parkway. All these homes are here. They're buried on top of bodies. Let me tell you something. You don't know what's underneath these grounds. Down the block is where the biggest synagogue is down the block from where I'm at right now. Remember last year, they made the news for digging tunnels. What else is underneath these tunnels that the NYPD never showed us? Do you know that the NYPD has a permanent position at that location? They never leave that location. Yeah, I just showed you brownstones. These are all brownstones. Not just Ish living brownstone. These are called brownstones right here. I just showed them to you. A lot of people live in brownstones, not just the Ish. Yeah. Well, the earth, the entire earth is a cemetery. The entire earth is a cemetery. What pisses me off is the fact that where you go to go for a nice little walk to detox from your daily life or whatever, where you go to connect with nature, is actually a crime scene, Tony. Thank you for that. Tony, I said Tory earlier, forgive me. It's actually a crime scene. You go to the park to relax, to connect with nature, to walk barefooted, to ground yourself. Next thing you know, you at a crime scene. You gotta call SVU, Special Victims Unit. It has to be SSVU. Let's call it SSVU, Spiritual Special Victims Unit. We have to call the Spiritual Special Victims Unit to do its DNA swab and collect the evidence and render guilty pleas everywhere. We're gonna start issuing spiritual indictments to the ancestors of these people. For real, Destiny. Spiritual indictments. Because these people's children, they're still living. They're still here in Brooklyn. Fort Greene Park. You know, on Fort Greene Park, that same location is Brooklyn Hospital. That same location is Brooklyn Hospital. Don't you think for a moment that Brooklyn Hospital is not built on a gravesite? Brooklyn Hospital is built on a gravesite. Graveyard, Brooklyn Hospital. Please send me that 20,000 article from Washington Square Park in Manhattan. Please send that to me. I want to see that. And then we have to go and discover Grand Army Plaza. They call it Grand Army Plaza. It's a massive circle on Flatbush and Empire Boulevard in Brooklyn. It's behind me. Then we have to find out what's buried under Brooklyn Museum. What's buried under Brooklyn Public Library. What's buried under the Botanical Garden in Brooklyn. Let me tell you something. I left Brooklyn for 5 years. Before I left Brooklyn, I didn't know none of this gnosis, right? While in Connecticut, we grew tremendously. We grew. Our consciousness, our understanding grew tremendously. Now I'm back in New York City with all this gnosis. I don't know what's waiting out here for me. See, the Most High prepared his people. Moving to Connecticut prepared us. Now that I'm back in New York City, it's like, yo, there's so much to discover in New York City. Who the hell is Tyrese Gibson? Who's that? Is that a good dude? Joe C. You understand what I mean, family? Daughter of the great I am, loving kindness, the holy great one. Yes. Shalom to you. He's an actor? Okay. I have to look up to see who that is. Is it Tyrese the singer? Who that? Very handsome man? All right, cool. Well, good looking out. Okay, good looking out. Appreciate that. Wait, Tyrese the singer? The bald head Tyrese? Oh, Brooklyn Hospital is calling me. Speaking of Brooklyn Hospital is calling me right now. Oh, Tyrese. Oh, come on, stop it, man. Tyrese is the man. Tyrese is the man. You understand? Family, let's get back to the murders. The hanging elm tree. The hanging elm tree. That's in Fort Greene Park. Family, there's a tree right there, right now. There's a tree right there, right now, daughter of the great I am, Destiny. There's a tree right there, right now, at the park that I went to. They used to hang our people on that tree, and that tree is located on the east side of the park. We're going back to that park, not right now, but we're going back. We're going to do a video from the tree, live from the hangman elm tree in Brooklyn. Nah, Tyrese is better. Tyrese is out there, bro. I'm not on Tyrese level at all. At all. Tyrese is the man. I'm just little old Abdullah. Nah, Tyrese is the man. Big shout out to Tyrese, man. Yeah, fresh eyes. Based on where you live. I'm just not expecting that in New York City. You see? I'm not expecting to see something like this in New York City. But then again, New York is a very ancient place. New York is a very ancient place. 20,000 bodies buried in Washington Square Park, according to our sister Makaya here. She told me that that Fort Greene Park didn't have patriotic soldiers. They had prisoners of war. Can you imagine? Your people. Our ancestors are the prisoners of war. What else? And please look at the place. It looks like a pyramid. The steps that I walked on, these are the steps of a pyramid. When you look at the old pictures that I posted, it was all vegetation. It was not all concrete. The concrete came later on. And then family, and I'm going to record the video about the celestial tiger, the lion, and the dragon. These are all the same animal. Okay? There's something in that you need to know. I have to record it to show you pictures. There's something that's going to blow your mind. Look, the gnosis that you used to know, the knowledge that you were introduced to 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 15 years ago will change. Knowledge shall increase. You're going to hear some things that's going to make you question everything you already knew. Okay? Have an open mind. Because the knowledge is increasing. Why? Because to connect you with the correct frequency. To connect you with the proper frequency that you need to connect to. It's not beneficial to you to believe in lies. No. It's best that you get your feelings hurt, but at least you know the truth. At least you know the correct gnosis. I have no problem bringing you the correct gnosis. Okay? I'm a mouthpiece. I speak for a living. Valentina, I will bring you the correct gnosis. Whether you like it or not. None of my concern. Whether you like me or not. Hola, my sister. None of my concern. I'm the mouthpiece. I'm going to speak it as a supreme power above greatness. Show it to me. And in the book of Isaiah, the Holy Spirit said to you, I'm showing you new things right now. Things that you have not heard and things that you have not seen. They are being created right now. And you can tell me that you knew them before. That's what she says. She says, you can tell me that you knew them before. Now, she says, I'm telling you this right now. You didn't know them before. Michelle Coranta. Get your ass out of here, Michelle Coranta. Count your steps out of here, you dumbass. We don't care for your opinion, but you are welcome to stay here and run your mouth all you want. It's okay. I welcome the haters. I welcome all the haters, including yourself. Thank you, fresh eyes. Fresh eyes. I like that. Fresh eyes. We're going to look at everything with fresh eyes. You understand? Amos 3:7. Indeed, the sovereign Lord never does anything until he reveals his plan to his servants the prophets. I am us. I am us. Amos. Moses is not a name. Moses is a title. Moses means the keeper of the mysteries. That gnosis is in the Holy Kabbalah. The keeper of the mysteries. The Most High never called Moses Moses. The Most High called him the son of I am the Ram, the son of Amram. Melchizedek is a title. It's not the name of a person. Abimelech is a title. It's not the name of the man. All right, family? I just wanted to bring you this quick connection. We have 20,000 dead bodies in Washington Square Park in Manhattan. And at Washington Square Park is another hanging elm tree. It's there. I was in Washington Square Park 2 weeks ago. I saw that tree. I didn't know it was a hanging tree. We have 11,500 bodies, prisoners of war in Fort Greene Park in Brooklyn. There is a hanging tree, a hanging elm tree in Fort Greene, Brooklyn. That's two. Third, we have 2,500 tombstones in Prospect Park, Brooklyn. Family, 20,000, they tell you 20,000 is actually 200,000. They tell you 11,500 is actually 100,000. They tell you 2,500 is actually 25,000. They'll never tell you the real numbers. Every community was a black community, Kaya. Of course it was. There's a lot of dead bodies and a lot of trees everywhere around here. You ever walk by a tree and that tree is dry? You know that tree is supposed to be green because it's in summer, but that tree is dry among green trees. That tree was a hanging tree. That's what the Holy Spirit just told me just now. If you ever go to a place that has a lot of green vegetation and there is one tree that is dry among other trees that are beautiful and green, that tree, unless it was hit by lightning, that tree has a story to tell. If she comes back, I will remove her presence here, Valentina. It's okay. Oh, this is for work. I dress up for work every day, man. This is the costume for work. I mean, whatever job you have to wear a costume. For my job, this is the costume. A suit, cufflinks. That's nothing, bro. That's just outfits. I've been dressing like this for at least 20 years, man. It's just an outfit, you feel me? It's nothing to it. I could take this shit off and put on a hoodie right there. You don't even recognize me. I try to represent our people the proper way too. When I walk into a business to make something happen, I'm well received. I always represent our people the best way that I can. The best way that I can. I put my best foot forward. I walk into your business, you're gonna show respect immediately. I'm well received wherever I go. Well received by whites, by blacks, by greens, by blues, by yellows. Wherever I go, I am well received. My energy, my frequency go before me. Always. Always. Who's making problems over here? Who's that? Who's that? Don't worry about the haters. We are here to uncover the lies. Hold on. It says the voices of the seven thunders is to allow the truth to uncover the lies. The voices of the seven thunders is to allow the truth to uncover the lies. Let me ask you questions. Are there thunders going on in the land right now? Somebody please tell me, are there thunders going on in the land right now? These thunders in Illinois, in Kentucky, wherever they're at, they are uncovering the lies. The voices of the seven thunders is to allow the truth to uncover the lies. As the thunders are going on in the Midwest, over here in the Northeast, we are uncovering the lies. 20,000 dead bodies of prisoners of war buried in Washington Square Park in New York City, in Manhattan, with the elm tree, a hanging elm tree. 11,500 prisoners of war in Fort Greene Park. 2,500 prisoners of war in Prospect Park. How many prisoners of war in Central Park? How many dead bodies in Central Park? And whatever they tell you, multiply it by 5. 20,000 is actually 200,000. 11,500 is actually 100,000. 2,500 is actually 25,000. They'll never tell you the truth. Look up the book American Holocaust. Watch how they dug holes and dumped bodies in there. Ain't nobody counting nothing. I know. I got a video on Central Park, Mother Green Earth. I recorded that 3 years ago. Now I have to go back to Central Park and I have to pull up the records. I have to pull up the ancient archives to find out how many dead bodies. Everywhere is a cemetery. The whole New York City is a tombstone. This is why they call this place the Rotten Apple. The Rotten Apple. Gotham. Gotham. The Rotten Apple. The city that never sleeps. Oh, shit. You know why the city never sleeps? Because the spirits are roaming the streets. The city that never sleeps is not because of the lights. It's not because of the traffic. It's because of the unrest. The spirits are still not resting properly. They're roaming the streets out here. That's the city that never sleeps. Unsettled spirits walking all over New York City, out of control. Yeah. The unrest of spirits that roam the streets of New York City, that's the reason why this is the city that never sleeps. Yeah. This just in. Family, this is it, family. Lastly, Fort Greene Park. Please look at it again. Look at it one more time. Look at the old pictures that I posted of Fort Greene Park. Look at the thumbnail picture. It resembles a pyramid. Luke 8 verse 17. There is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open. Thank you, Josie. Josie is dropping the gnosis for us right now. Nothing hidden that will remain hidden. Nothing concealed that will be remaining concealed. No. The Most High says in the last days, I will release, I will reveal all of my revelations, all of my whatever. Everything that you think you didn't know, you will find out about. Some of it will hurt your feelings, but it's all to open up your consciousness, to align you with the proper frequencies, so you can leave bottom below consciousness and raise up yourself to a higher level of frequency. Raise your consciousness. Yes, lost sheep. Matthew 15 and 24. The dead are speaking right now. They're saying, how long, O Most High, faithful and true? How long will it take for you to avenge our blood? It's happening right now. It's happening right now. It's happening right now. You know I was born in Haiti? Do you know that I was born in Haiti? I had to come to the United States. I had to learn English. I had to go through a series of bullshit. I had to be awakened just for the Most High to raise me on the other side of America, leading me to find out these things, to bring you the gnosis. Do you know how much coordination had to be made for me to be here? A lot. So I don't take that for granted at all. Appreciate your open crate for you too. I don't take the fact that I'm here for granted, because somehow my spirit resonates with this side of America. Somehow my spirit knows that I've walked this path before. I've been here before. This place looks familiar to me. This place looks familiar to me. Carlos. What's your name? Carlos. Oh shit. Caller. Caller. This place looks familiar to me. Hold up. Remove. Get your ass out of here. I've been here before. So I return to my old home. Valentina, I return to my old spot. My old stomping ground. Yes, my dear sister. Family, let me not hold you too long. I simply must be going. I simply must be going. Next time we go live, I guarantee you, most are willing, we're going live in Fort Greene Park under the hangman elm tree. We're going back to the tree. We're going back to the tree. In your evil name. I'm not scared of your dumb ass. You don't know who I am. It's okay. Keep fucking around. You'll find out. In your evil name. You're funny. You think I'm scared of you? Oh shit. You got me twisted. Hide user from channel. I hit user from channel. Family, I simply must be going. Thank you for blessing me with your presence, and thank you for connecting with me on this beautiful day. You understand? We're gonna go live at Fort Greene Park in Brooklyn, which I believe was an ancient pyramid. Please look at the pictures. Look at the pictures. Look at the ancient pictures and look at the thumbnail. It looks like a pyramid. It looks like a pyramid. Okay, family. Thank you to for everybody for showing up. All my sisters, all my brothers. Thank you everybody for showing up. Too many of you to shout you out. But thank you to everybody for showing up. Together, we're going to get to the bottom, to the nucleus of these truths. And we're giving our honor and praises to the supreme power above greatness, the Mother, the Father, the Son. We're giving all praises to the Elim of the heights, the seraphims, the cherubims, the ophanims, the malachims, the guardian angels, the abiding angels, the chieftains, the earthly mother and her angels. We're giving all honor and praises to the Zansets, the ancestors who walk this earth right now. All the protectors of the Yahuwahdims, all the chieftains, all the angels, everybody in the flesh and out of the flesh. We acknowledge all their presence today, right now. Be with us all as we navigate these streets, as we navigate this matrix. Family, until next time, we shall see each other again on Hanging Elm Tree, Brooklyn, Fort Greene Park. Peace.